Hi, and welcome to today's show. In today's show, we are going to Has Echunter replied to me yet? So that's going to be the topic of discussion, kind of, sort of. So stick around. Let's find out. Hi, and welcome to today's show. Oh, where is it? Ah, there it is. My logo. I almost forgot my logo. Okay, so we got that up. So in today's show, like I said, we are going to see if Echunter has replied to me yet. But before we get to that, let's answer some questions. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I haven't done it in a while, and it's like I said, it's a fun thing to do, and yeah, I really want to do one of those. So, how about we jump over to the other screen and take a look? I think this is the screen. Yes. Okay, so this is from Crossbow Comparison. No, Crossbow Forum Arrow compares Zombie Slayers versus the Penetrator. And I'm not going to try it. But it says the Penetrator is 10.1 grains per inch, and the zombies are 9 grains per inch. And that is 100% correct. The penetrators are a little bit heavier, so that's one reason I like them over the zombies. But don't take me wrong, the zombies are great arrows, fantastic arrows. So I like them, but for my preference, I'm going to be sticking with the penetrators probably unless I find something a little bit better. Okay, so let's hop back over here to the next question. Crossbow Forum. I have a tag. Yes. And it's Amputee Hunter 2074. And yes, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm hoping that I get my elk. I've kind of been out a little bit scouting for that, but time restraints and different things have popped up a little bit. I am going to be later on. I think it's next week after this video is posted. I think I will be going out with a friend of mine and doing some scouting in some hills around here. So that's my goal. All right. So next comment from Amputee Hunter. Let's get this sighting going in. Use what you are comfortable with and have the most confidence in as your shooting stick or bog death grip. Now that's I got to practice with my shooting sticks. I yeah. So my shooting sticks I've kind of played around in the past with a little bit, but I will be doing some more of those. Hopefully within the next month or so before I get out. But again, time restraints and stuff like that, unfortunately, getting involved in that. All right, Crossbow Forum sighting in at 32 yards with the Boris Oracle X. And he asked me, where did you get your target camera? Very good video. Okay, let me see if I can find it here really quick. It is. I'm using this Canon HFR 800 camera when I use it as my pro target camera. This one I'll also be taking, hopefully be taking out with me when I do my elk hunt. I'm still working on cameras for that, for the elk hunt, but since I've never done anything like that, it's totally brand new to me. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Next question. Billy Howell, 3832 Crossbow Forum. Let's get the sighting going. Oh yeah, same thing. All right, no, wrong one. Oh, what stand do you use for your target? I'm actually using a oh, what do you call it? A shooting table, a portable shooting table. I have really no shooting table that I really have to take with me when I go to the range, but the um, shooting stand works just fine. It works for me. So that's what I use. All righty. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Let's see. I have no idea who this is. And this is on the update on the ABL 1000 and the ATM scope. Important information. Okay. Just bear with me on this, kind of a long one. Just watch your video because I'm interested in getting the ABL 1000 for my 4K scope. You stated that if you're not using the ABL and using the brand XYZ rangefinder, you can't use the ballistic calculator. That is a false statement. That is correct. If I said that, I made a mistake. I'm 100%. It is correct. You still can use your ballistic rangefinder, your XYZ rangefinder. You just have to manually put in your range, your yardage in the scope. I use my handheld golf range finder for distance. Those are just as good. Golf range, because that's what I have too. I think my Nikon is for golf, but they work both the same thing. From here, you input the distance, such as 400 yards, wind speed, direction, and other info into the 4K scope, correct? At that point, ballistic calculator must be on to adjust the reticle for the new yardage. That's great. Yeah, you got to have your ballistic, you got to have your scope on and all that kind of good stuff. Where was I? In addition to your ballistic calculator can be on when zeroing. Can be on using your scope as long as you have the yardage that the scope is set 0 to. That may be correct. However, when I have talked to the representative from the company, He said recommends that you have the ballistic calculator off. I don't quite understand that, but that's what they told me. In your case, I think you said you were going to zero your scope at 60 yards. Then all you do is make sure the distance is indicated in your profile is set to 60 yards zeroing, correct? When your actual distance input on your scope needs to be set to 60 yards as well. That is correct. They are two different inputs. That's also correct. Then at 60 yards, you zero in your scope. The ballistics calculator can be on or off for this. Doesn't matter, correct? From that point, the ballistics calculator must be on for the scope to self-adjust the different distances, no matter the range finder you use. The ABL sends that information to the ballistic calculator and then auto-adjusts the reticle and other non-blued rangefinders. You input the distance manually, and then the ballistics calculator does the rest. The scope is very easy to use. Yes, it is. The scope is very, very easy to use. But I don't want to say that you're wrong or anything like that. I guess I'll have to play around with that a little bit to see if having the ballistic calculator on makes any difference. I'm going to have to find out. I've been shooting with it off, and because that's what I was told to do. And the instruction also says make sure the ballistic calculator is off. To me, this is where I agree with you. Having the ballistic calculator on, to me, adjusts the scope a little bit better, more finer. So I'll have to see what it does. Try. That's all we can do. Give it a shot. Not a problem, my friend. Okay. Martin Wilson, 4570, talking about the new crank. Oh, talking about the new quick. Oh, okay. This was on an old one way back on a video when I was doing the quick detach mount on my crossbow. And he says you should have bored with the mounting. And that means when you put it in, bored in a little bit, but sits. I believe that's what he's talking about. Sits in there, has little granules. It's like sandpaper. I think that's what he's talking about. Okay. Let's move on to the next one here. Don Davin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. H8V. Does the ATN scope work on a crossbow? Thank you. That was informative. Again, going back to the previous video or the video before that about the ATN scope, I may try it again and use the ballistics calculator, but I'm not going to do it till after the season because I'm working, getting in the this bore scope sighted in with the my crossbow. Wrong button there. So yeah, it's I may do it. Actually, I got it on a rifle right now, and I'll be doing a video on that here sometime in the near future. Don't know when. So yeah. Okay, get that one out of there. Okay. So here's a good one. The funny one, channel 6659. Crossbow Forum, what is this? And he says, watching from the Philippines. Gotta love it. Having overseas people watching my videos, I really appreciate it. Besides, my wife's from the Philippines. I don't know exactly where you're at in the Philippines, but my wife's from the Luzon island, I guess you could call it, Manila, and she's from the south end of the island where the active Mayon volcano is, which is awesome to see. Okay, next one. Okay, EC Hunter. Okay, the death grip is not garbage. It's hot garbage. Not suitable enough to evaluate a rangefinder. Lead sleds are also very, very bad idea. You should inform yourself a little bit more before you make videos for others. Okay, so Mr. EC Hunter, I have sent you, I did a video a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that, and yours was on the 16th. Here it is the 23rd, and this will be out later on. And I have yet to hear from you. Not a peep. People. Not a peep. So I still don't know what his beef is with the bog death grip or the lead sled. I've had very good responses with my lead sleds and my bog death grip. The only thing is, yeah, the head tilts up and down a little bit freely, not real freely, but freely. And I think I got an idea to tighten that up a little bit, but I'm not worried about it right now. Not at all. But both of them are very stable shooting platforms. Yes, I do have a little bit of issue with my Primo lead sled, but it is a good lead sled. Okay? All right. Let's hop back over here. This was Kenneth Rogers, 1129. How to fix the prowl on your AccuDraw. Okay. All it takes for the prowl to malfunction is to let the crank slip and slap one time. The screw holding the prowl is the problem. Actually, the housing, it screws and slips out. I replaced that screw with a longer one. That does all. That was, I thought, I put a small nut on it. 10 point needs to beef up the pivot point. A small bushing with a small bolt would do it. Which I may install by drilling out the hole and inserting the bushing with a stronger screw bolt to hold the prowl, the spring, and make the joining forces in the limbs when cranking accidentally slips when the cocking, and that all of a sudden forces the prowl. Yeah, that's on my Wicked Ridge, I believe. That's what he's talking about, the prowl. It's inside the cranking mechanism. All righty, so let me get rid of that one. And let's go back to the next one. James Starver, 4605, Crossbow Forum, sighting in my Burris Oracle X scope. Totally agree on the wage adjustment. Wage? I'm not sure what he's talking about there, but I'm thinking that it is the the up and down motion. Yeah, whatever that is. I think that's what he's talking about. So, yeah, I'm still working on it. We'll get it figured out one of these days. All right. Dusty Newsome. I've heard from Dusty before. 4299. Crossbow form rebuttal. Bog death grip and lead sled. Dusty says, love my death grip. No issues at all. Bingo. There you go. And let's see. Here we got another one. The Amputee Hunter 2047. I love my bog field grip. Great. Those things are fantastic. They do hold your crossbow or your rifle very, very well. And let's do one more here. DMAC. I've heard from DMAC before. 3737. Thank you, DMAC. The rebuttal on the bog death grip and the lead sled. DMAC says, my bog works fantastic with my crossbow. The only problem I have is with the tilt lock. Well, not tight enough to hold my 20 plus pound chassis rifle. But when I center weight it, it works perfectly. All right. So, DMAC, thank you. So, what does that tell you about the bog death grip? It works just fine. Just fine. So, I have no idea what EC Hunter's problem is. He may have gotten a bad one. He may have, I don't know, got a sled that was a bad one. I don't know. So I'm still waiting on him to let me know what his problem is. So when he does, we'll talk about it. But until then, there's nothing to talk about. They're fantastic pieces of equipment. They work just fine in a blind. Maybe I'll get it out in my blind one of these days and do some shooting with it too, and show you that it works just fine. The only problem I have is filming inside the blind. That's the only problem I have. I think that's a relatively small problem. What do you think? Okay. So I hope you guys got a little bit out of this. Again, another fun little thing for the to do. I enjoy doing it. Keep your comments coming. I know it's been a while since I've done it. I really love doing it. Again, with my elk hunt coming up, I'll be doing a lot of that kind of stuff, out scouting and stuff. So my videos may be spread out a little, walkie-talkie or whatever. So I'll be getting those out. Got a lot to learn. Never done an elk hunt. Looking forward to doing an elk hunt. Looking forward to taking my son out to do the elk hunt. And speaking of my son, remember, 2,000 subscribers. Yep, 2,000. That's our goal by September the 1st. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. Here, just let me help you out here. Here we go. Hit that subscribe button. Well, that one doesn't work, but you know what I mean. Right below it. Hit that. Hit that thumbs up to tell the algorithm to, you know what I mean with that. Leave me a comment. I love your comments. Share this with your family, friends, and your worst enemy. Get them out there. Tell them or him, press that button. Just press it. It only takes a few seconds to press all of them and a few minutes to send me a comment. Just a few. No biggie. Alrighty. So, With that said, I want to thank you guys for watching. I mean it from the bottom of my heart that I really, really enjoy doing these videos. They're fun to do. Granted, I'm not the greatest. Okay, I'm the worst editor. I really am. I don't spend too much time on editing, as you can see. I wish I could spend more time on editing, but time is a big thing. Okay? And remember, these episodes are dedicated to my son, and see you on the next episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter.